Hello and welcome. Today, I'd like to talk about something fundamental: the difference between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. These three aspects are interconnected, but they're distinct, and recognizing the difference can help you gain better control over your emotional and mental well-being. In this video, I'll break down each of these elements and explain how they interact with each other. Let's start with thoughts. Thoughts are the things that go through our minds. They're often automatic and can range from simple observations to complex ideas or images. These thoughts can be about anything: our day-to-day life, our relationships, or our perceptions of ourselves. Sometimes our thoughts can be helpful and realistic, and other times they can be biased, distorted, or unhelpful. Thoughts are often a sentence or image we have in our minds. For example, if you're faced with a challenge, you might have the thought or image, "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," or visualize yourself failing. The thought is a negative, automatic belief about yourself, and it can strongly influence how you feel and act. Next, we have feelings. Feelings are the emotional responses we have to our thoughts or situations. They can range from happiness, excitement, or contentment to sadness, anger, fear, or anxiety. Feelings are natural and immediate reactions to the thoughts we have, the events that happen around us, or even the environment. Feelings can often be described by using one word. For instance, if your thought is, "I'm not good enough," you might feel anxious, sad, or even frustrated. These feelings are the emotional reactions to those thoughts. And just like thoughts, our feelings are often automatic. We don't always choose how we feel, but we can learn to manage them. Finally, we have behaviors. Behaviors are the actions we take in response to our thoughts and feelings. Behaviors can be anything from what we say, how we act, or even how we avoid situations. Our behaviors often reflect the way we feel, and sometimes the thoughts we have influence how we behave. If you think, "I'm not good enough," and feel anxious, you might avoid the challenge altogether. That avoidance is a behavior. On the other hand, if you feel excited and confident, you might take on the challenge with enthusiasm, which is a different kind of behavior. So to summarize, thoughts are what we think, feelings are what we feel in response to those thoughts, behaviors are the actions we take based on those thoughts and feelings. These three elements are all connected in a cycle. Often, the way we think influences how we feel, and how we feel influences what we do. For example, if you think something negative about yourself, like, "I'm going to fail," you might feel anxious or scared, and then you might avoid trying altogether. This creates a cycle where negative thoughts lead to negative feelings, and those feelings lead to unhelpful behaviors. But the great news is, you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, or CBT, helps you recognize how these three elements interact. Once you start identifying the connections between your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, you can begin to break the cycle. For example, in CBT, we might work on identifying negative or unhelpful thoughts, and then challenge those thoughts to see if they're truly accurate or helpful. By changing your thoughts, you can start to feel differently and act differently. If you feel less anxious about a situation, you're more likely to approach it with confidence, which leads to a more positive outcome. Understanding the difference between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is an empowering first step in therapy. By recognizing that each of these elements plays a unique role, you can start to see that you have more control over how you respond. By using cognitive behavioral therapy, you can learn to change your thoughts, manage your feelings, and modify your behaviors, which help you create more balanced and positive outcomes in your life. Here at Ontario Structured Psychotherapy Central North, We offer government-funded structured CBT in both self-guided and therapist-led formats. Make a referral today on our website at www.therapyontario.ca.